Hey, so you got pre-approved and good for you, all right? But is it available in other states? So we're licensed in a lot of different states, so this question will come up more than you think. I'm in Florida right now, we're in Southwest Florida, shout out Florida. But we pre-approved someone to buy a home in Southwest Florida. It's a piece of paper, right? It's pre-approval, okay? It says the sales price and everything. Is it good in Georgia, Alabama, Oregon, anywhere in the U.S., okay? And so we want to talk about that for a few minutes. The easy answer is to tell you no, okay? I would not rely on that at all to buy a home in another state from a lender that just gave you the pre-approval without talking to that lender first, okay? Do not assume that that will work anywhere else. I want you to talk to that lender that just pre-approved you, because if you talk to me and we pre-approved you and you said, hey, is it okay to buy a house in Georgia? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to look at it and say, well, let's open your file, let's review it again. Okay, there's a lot of things that go into this. One, the lender that you got pre-approved for here in Florida may not be licensed in Washington, all right, or Montana, or wherever else you're going to try to buy. They may not be licensed there. So their pre-approval is going to be worthless in another state. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing is, what about your employment, your income? That's the other biggie with this, is if you have, we pre-approve you here in Southwest Florida, and you're a public store manager, shout out to Publix too, if you're not from Florida or Southeast United States, Publix grocery store here, and super popular, love it. But you're a store manager there, all right, at Publix, but you're moving to Nevada, all right? Well, there's no Publixes in Nevada that I know of, but that means you may be getting another job, you may getting in a different industry, could be a lot of different things. You may not be going to work, okay? You're just getting a house over there. It doesn't work like that, okay? So we would want to know, well, okay, you're gonna move somewhere else, what are you gonna do for work there? We may even have to re-underwrite the entire file, all right? So we may have to look at everything again and judge it as far as, well, you're not going to be here in Florida anymore. You're not working for that grocery store anymore. We cannot use that income anymore. What's the new job going to be? All right? And then we may have ways to work around it. So you just never know. But do not assume that your pre-approval can be used in any state just because you got pre-approved wherever you're at locally. All right? And if you want to buy in another state, and let's say, well, I'm in Florida, right? We have people all the time who come here to meet. We're in Florida. I know them. They're here in Florida. We're buddies. But they're buying a house in Tennessee as a vacation home. Just ask the lender, are you licensed in Tennessee? Can you do loans in Tennessee? Can you do loans in Georgia? Right? And then they'll say, yes, no, I can't, but so-and-so can. Let me refer you over to them. Right? They're going to steer you the right way. Like me, I'm licensed in a lot of different states, but not all of them for VanDyk. For the VanDyk Mortgage, but I will find a loan officer that'll help us out from VanDyk Mortgage in that state. All right? So, what did we learn? You got pre-approved from the lender. Tell them you want to buy in another state. Second part is, if you decide to change your mind and you want to buy in another state, go straight back to that lender and say, I want to buy in this state. Can you do it? Fill me in. All right? Hope that helps. If we ever do anything, reach out anytime. We're always here for you. See ya.